Only 1% of men know these 3 body language secrets, but if you know these, you can dominate a room. I'm Arica Angelo. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to kindly ask that you would subscribe and like this video, and trust me, when you get this advice, you're like, damn, why didn't I find this woman sooner? Well, you found me now, darling, and let's get started. So, I live in the French Riviera, and I live right next to Monaco, and this area attracts a lot of well-established, distinguished men. And I love to watch people. I love to observe people. I love to watch how they interact, because why? We can learn so much when we just shh and pay attention to what's going on in a room. And so a lot of these men are very elegant, and they are the 1% of men. So I want to tell you what I see these men doing, so that you, whether you have a Monaco income or not, how you carry yourself through your body language will speak volumes about you. And I just want to make something really clear here, because I have seen some men with not a lot of income, but because they carried themselves, some of these techniques that they use with their body language, because they carried themselves this way, they were perceived as more valuable than maybe what their bank account said about them. And we know that our bank accounts do not establish our value, although it does equip us to show more of our value. But how we show up in this world through our body language can really alter people's perception of us and create opportunities, create attraction that you would never get if you didn't put these practices into place. So one of the things that I see around here in Monaco, that I see a lot of the men doing, and I really want to equip you to do that, is they have a calm demeanor. Meaning these guys are not standing on the table and they're just not like, screaming. A lot of them come from Italy, so a lot of Italian men here. And I noticed that when a beautiful woman walks into a restaurant, into a bar, into a club, they don't do this thing. They don't ogle over women. They're super elegant. I watch how they do this. They're so elegant and refined. They will see a beautiful woman walk in. They will look at her. They will acknowledge her. Maybe they'll even give her the head nod, like, I see you. I'm acknowledging your presence. And they go on with their conversation. Now, because some of these guys are my friends, I know that they're dying inside. I know they see this beautiful woman. They're like, oh my God, she's beautiful. But through their body language, they show a more calm, reserved place. They exude this confidence, this quiet confidence in their demeanor, how their body. So they will acknowledge her, but they don't come across as like, oh my God, I'm gonna cream my pants because this beautiful woman just walked in. No. They don't give any of that desperate energy whatsoever. What does this do? It makes them look hella mysterious, hella attractive, and also super, super, super desirable. So when you are interacting in a room, what you want to do is have more of a calm demeanor. Now, let me just tell you a quick little funny story of something that happened to me also here in the South of France. I was having drinks one day at this place called Ez. If you've ever been to the Côte d'Azur, then you know what Ez is. And I was having drinks just by myself. This was a couple summers ago. And this loud Australian guy comes in, and he's just like a bull in a Chinese tea shop. I think that's how you say that. Just so loud and so over the top, and like interrupted my day. It was like, I can't do it in an Australian accent. I can do it a British one, but you want an espresso martini? Like, just starts buying drinks. And he was just so over the top. This guy obviously had money. He has a big watch and all that. But he was so loud and so demonstrative that he actually made me a bit embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh. And when I went back to this place for drinks, they were like, the waiter literally said, oh yes, we remember you. You were here with, and they called the guy the Beast. And so there's something about having that more reserved demeanor, that kind of body language that is not just screaming, look at me, but is more reserved, still acknowledging a woman, that makes you hella sexy. And when you have that, that quiet energy can sometimes really dominate a room. It creates that magnetic presence. If you want more of a magnetic presence, then make sure you check out my Magnetic Man, because that program is really going to help you unlock that inner power, that sexy power, that when women walk into a room, they're like, who is this guy? Something about his energy is different. There's something about him I want. Even if you feel insecure, this program will really unlock your confidence. So make sure you check out Magnetic Man. Here's the other thing that you can do, body language, that is just so sexy, and also how you can dominate a room. And that is your elegance through touch. And touch, you know, I talk a lot about touch. I've been talking about touch. Even when Me Too was going off, I'm like, sorry, yes, that whole movement has a place, but at the end of the day, human beings are biologically wired for touch, and we cannot stop touching each other. Otherwise, you're going to be really effed up. And now you see people alone just scrolling on a device. Because why? Because they're not getting any touch in their life. But when you can do elegant touch, this takes things to another level. Also, people watch how you handle things. So when you elegantly touch a woman right here, just on her shoulder, or you acknowledge her by touching her hand, or you guide her into a room through holding her elbow, or you guide her touching the lower portion of her back, people will take notice and go, who the hell is this guy? This guy is so elegant. Look at how smooth he is with the way that he touches. And you can tell by this elegant demeanor, this elegant way that he maneuvers throughout a room, the way he touches people, that you're like, damn, this guy is a 1% kind of guy. Like, this guy just has smooth moves that you don't see a lot of other people doing. This guy is super refined. And guess what? You can be doing that right now. In fact, you should be practicing this. Start with women that maybe you're not attracted to, but just start putting it in practice, touching people. Now, you know, if you want to escalate things in a sensual way, I do have my sensual touch program. So if you're like not wanting to be in the friend zone and you are wanting to take her on that journey of being intimate, and you want to know how to touch her sensually without looking like a creep, without her throwing you into the Me Too movement, then trust me, get the sensual touch. It will transform how you show up through your touch. Here's another body language move that I have to tell you. I have to tell you one more story, and because it left a lasting mark on my brain. And I have to give this advice to you because I saw it and it forever touched me. So I was in high school, and there were these guys who they came from a very elegant upbringing, more refined than the rest of us came from. Let's just put it that way. And I'll never forget watching this guy's father at, I think it was like at a hospital or something. And I don't know if it was a janitor or who it was, wherever he was, there was someone who was not a high-powered person. But the way that this well-to-do man interacted with him with such care. He looked him in the eyes as he spoke with him. He didn't look around the room. His undivided attention was placed on this man. He touched the man. He spoke with him with respect. He smiled at him. He said his name several times. To me, this man put himself on a whole different level just by the way that his body language was being demonstrated to this other individual. How you interact with other people, how you treat other people through your body language. Are you smiling at them? Are you acknowledging them? Are you thanking them? If someone is in need, do you rush to help? Like all of these things of showing that you care for other people, that you respect other people, that sort of body language that you can implement is a huge game changer. So when you treat people with that kind of care and that respect through your body language, you will take over room. Because why? Because people recognize when somebody else is giving respect. We all want respect, but when we see someone powerful enough to give it away, that person we pay attention to. So in the comment section, let me know 1, 2, or 3. Which one of these are you going to apply? Is it giving people more respect? Is it touching in an elegant way, or is it having more of that reserved demeanor? I want to hear which one resonated with you the most. Make sure that you did subscribe. Please do that and like this video. And as always, here's a whole playlist of videos to support you, and I will see you in my next video. You take care.